A person attains many intellectual things by the study of Kabbalah, but that doesn't have anything to do with attaining the roots. The attainment of the roots is called the attainment of the qualities of bestowal. It's not knowledge. It is the attainment of corrections, of qualities, new qualities. I have now 613 corporeal desires, and when I attain them in their spiritual form, meaning that they become 613 desires of bestowal, that means that I have attained my roots. I attain myself as a giver instead of myself as a receiver. That is called my roots. The upper world is what is painted or pictured within me through my corrected qualities. Roots are my qualities. It's just like now, what I see in this world. What does it mean that I see something? I feel myself here. That picture is inside of me, the picture of this world. The collection or the inner picture, the connection that I have between my qualities is what I call this world. I have many impressions and different connections in my inner schema, and I feel all of that, and that's what I call this world. When that schema within me will work according to bestowal at the minimal level with all its items, that will be the attainment of the roots. The connection between what I had before, when I felt this world, within my corporeal schema, when I was entirely connected in order to receive between my qualities, and the schema that is already connected according to the program of bestowal, the connection between those two is called the language of the branches. What does that language give me? I begin to understand how the Creator created the levels, the steps, degrees of attainment. That's what I begin to recognize. Not what's happening on a certain level, on the surface, but what's between the levels. How the descent or ascent happened between the levels. Now, why do I need to know that? If I learn just one level, then I'm either inanimate or vegetative or animate on that level. If I study the difference between those levels, then I understand how I can change myself. Meaning, a language is the means to rise every time. It doesn't explain to us this language of the branches. It doesn't explain to us what's happening on the surface, like our language does, where I know that this is a bear, and that's a house, and this is a car, and here's a table. No. The language of the branches explains to me the difference, the gap between this world and the spiritual world. The connection between the root and the branch, that's what it explains to me. It's not that I study the spiritual world per se. I mostly study both worlds, one against the other. And then I learn the Creator's action. Because what's important here is not the level itself, but what's between the levels. And this helps me realize how I can change myself and rise higher and higher.